This started out as a vision like 3 years ago. It was a tribute to my mother. So I lost her in 2015, cancer. So you know, the recipes, the vision, you know, all a tribute to her too. So I couldn't be any happier the way it's turned out and the acceptance we've got from the community and all that. So I wanted to do something a little bit more intimate where I could basically showcase what I wanted to do food-wise. The only person I'm answering to really is myself. So Souk this space it's 2,800 square feet compared to an 8,000 square foot restaurant that I came out of, which I loved it. But this is a little bit more cozy. It's more manageable. And of course, utilities and all that are going to be a lot more manageable too. So downtown, where there's really nothing down here, we're just kind of out on our own little island right by the farmers market, which is a great setting with the patio in the spring and in the summer. It's a beautiful patio. So, you know, 13 seats here at the bar. And then what we did was we came up with the vision of you have all these beautiful bottles like your Pappy Van Winkle and all this stuff that's up on the bar. We wanted to frame it in and kind of make it unique and showcase it. So with some subtle lighting behind it, so that's your back bar, which I thought turned out to be kind of a very cool setting. And then the granite is more of a kind of fabbed up. They call it like a leather granite because it's got texture to it. I hate fingerprints everywhere, so this is the perfect granite. And then you have all the natural brick. So the step foot on a bar is pretty important to me. That's you go to a bar that doesn't have anything you put your feet on. Your feet are just dangling there. It's kind of annoying. So we matched the footstep of the bar with a lot of the natural brick that's in here. And then built our little wine cabinet over there, which we're probably going to expand and do some more space for our wine list because it's growing. And then the Moroccan light fixtures, which were pretty unique. Found these, which I think they're beautiful. And then just the raw Edison lights hanging here and there. And then you've got some of the original pillars, which this used to be a produce company. So when we first walked through it, walk-in coolers all over the place. I couldn't, this is basically my first restaurant from the ground up. I've gone into other ones where they were previously something else. And when there's just concrete floor and raw walls and everything else, you need some good people around you to kind of see the vision. I can do a recipe. I have a hard time with blueprints. So you've got all this natural beams that were here. It's a beautiful narrow space. So you've got this booth seating, kind of cozy booth seating all the way across. It's only like 42 seats in the main room. And of course, this was not here. My carpenter and my contractor, once COVID hit, we put plexi because we've got the high booths. So with the extra plexi up there, we were still able to use all this seating in the dining room. This table was built during COVID. That used to be just a couple tables like this here. A chef friend of mine built this out of a 150-year-old red oak barnwood. And that's our centerpiece chef's table now, which in the future we have plans to do, 8 to 10 people at this table and a coursed out Middle Eastern menu with wine pairings to it that you could do if you're doing a team building for, a small corporate meeting or something like that. Then never had really an open kitchen before, so the expo line here is for garnishing. And we do our desserts out here, and we actually, if you want to walk back here with me, we have my gelatos are here. Our extra thin Middle Eastern bread comes off of here, hot, little oil and za'atar on it. And this is our Turkish coffee maker. We sell a ton of Turkish coffee now, so you're just going to put this with hot water and the grounds in the sand. And and this will heat up in like a minute, 10 seconds. So this, my daughter actually works this station with another girl. So it's working the window with the tickets here. It's kind of a little show for these two tables, these three booths here. It's kind of a cool to sit there, and they always are intrigued on what's going on here. And this obviously was not here before too. So pre-COVID, this was open, and servers pick up their food here. So we put the plexi here with a little slot to be able to give them their food, and then we have a back room for some party space and some overflow. Some beautiful doors on that, and a lot of natural brick in this room too. And so this room used to be overflow and parties, and it used to be really loud. So when you're in a new restaurant, you have to tweak and organically fix things, and it was very loud back here. And there's a lot of people that were loving the food, but every time they got put back here, they thought, you know, it was like a punishment to them because it was so loud. So during COVID, we went out and we got the 2-inch soundproofing foam up there. Got that done during it. Now you can't even hear any echoes back here. So that was a quick fix. Then it was just all tables back here, and I got a hold of a gentleman in my previous experiences with restaurants that did booths. So we did the wall, the New York style seating on the booths on this wall and this wall, which cut down the sound too. So now it's an invitable room, and we're still doing more to tweak it out, and maybe eventually down the road out these doors there'll be a little patio that's just for this room too. So let's check out the kitchen. So kitchen is about as tight as they get. Little dish tank right here. It's a one-man show over here. This is the line. Broiler, flat top, double convections, saute, deep fryer, and then state-of-the-art hood system. This thing is self-cleaning, cleans itself at night. Back here is the smallest prep area I've ever had, and it's tough. You have to get total synchronicity with everybody back here, where you get to a point where if two people are walking this way, you don't even say anything. You just go to that way, they go that way. Double deck Lincoln Impinge electric pizza ovens, because I couldn't put another hood system back here, and I wanted to do pizzas, I wanted to do flatbreads, and it was important to me because of where I came from as far as our pizza dough and the pizzas that we put out. I wanted to have them here. And also these pizza ovens are a beautiful thing for finishing off a steak or finishing off a salmon or just finishing off a lot of things on the line, that, especially in a small kitchen. So they are worth every cent. So pizza station, salad station, and this is my gigantic walk-in cooler. So this is it. And like I said, it's tight, it's manageable, and it just makes you stay on your toes. I just have to order more on a weekly basis and order tight, and the beautiful thing about it is everybody's getting everything fresh. There's nothing that's we're blowing through it. I order probably 3 or 4 times a week, and you're getting the best possible product you can get. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. That's Souk.